So, guys, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. Wow. Finally, we are here. Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. Smash the like button if you're live. Get in your comments, and of course, you can
We
do
are here.
whatever you want.
Welcome
By
back to the Arsenal
subscribing, by
podcast.
hitting
Smash
the
the like
notification
button if
button,
you're
and of course,
live.
giving me
Get in
your comments there. So we are going to be talking about our sign for Arsenal. But before we do that, first and foremost, subscribe to the channel, like and hit the share buttons. Like and hit the share button as well as subscribing to the channel. That is how you are going to be part of the community. Aouar is this sign for us. He's now our priority. This is what we have been singing all the time. This is what we have been talking about. Aouar signing for Arsenal. Arsenal getting in the midfielders. Are we now getting the deals done? Are we about to start getting the deals done? That's the biggest thing we are going to be talking about right about now. Now today, of course, I broke the story that Lyon had received our bid of 50 million from Arsenal, 50 million from Arsenal for Aouar, and we have not yet received a response. Until now, we don't know whether Lyon are going to accept our bid. We don't know whether Lyon are not going to accept our bid, but at least what we know is that we have sent in that bid 50 million. And I'm talking about reasons why I think we are going to sign Aouar, and we might actually miss out Partey, we might miss out on Coutinho, but we are going to bring in Aouar just this season. So guys, don't forget to follow me by using the comment box. Use that comment box so that you can interact with me. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to join me live, it is okay. You can join me live and smash the like button as well as do all the activities here. So basically, what we are talking about here is Aouar to us. Why is the deal easier? Why is it easier for us to get Aouar than getting other players that like Partey, like the others? Why is it going to be easier for us to sign Aouar? Why is it going to be an easier deal? In my opinion. Now, starting with what we have been seeing, Thomas Partey, was linked to Arsenal, and of course, what is happening, guys. I've been talking about this all the time. We paid, or we took in 2 bids for Partey, and they were bounced. We have taken in a second bid, one which was informal, and the second one is formal for Aouar. And you guys can see the first bid we took in, for Aouar was informal. The second formal bid is 50 million. 10 million less of the 60 million Fabrizio Romano says Lyon want. This is quite very interesting. For Partey, we went with 26. They wanted 50. That was a whole lot of crap. Today we are going with 50 million for Aouar. They want 60. You can see the difference, guys. I think Arsenal is more serious on getting Aouar than we were on players like Partey, on players like Aouar, on players like Coutinho. I think we are more serious, and we are making it to the top. There are so many reasons as to why I think we are going to get Aouar. One, Lyon are more than desperate to sell to any club that will come with money in Aouar. For one reason, they haven't sold any player. Their season is coming back. They are desperate to get money. Smash the like button if you're coming live. That's the truth. Lyon want money, and they know they cannot get any money from any other player apart from Aouar. And how many clubs want Aouar? It is Juventus and Arsenal. The player says he doesn't want to go to Italy. He wants to come to the Premier League. That means he's favoring Arsenal to be the club he wants to sign for. Brilliant news. Brilliant. For me, it makes me happy. It really makes me happy that we have, certainly woken up, getting in the bids, signing, going for signings that we have to go for. That's the truth. And that's the matter of fact. We are going for signings we have to go for. Arsenal has to go for signings like Aouar, and we are going for them. I know Lyon might actually say, basically take back that, take back that money, 50 million, is not enough. I know that might happen. But the truth is, if you have 50 million and they want 60 million, they are going to listen to you. You're going to be in talks. And that's why Lyon have not, bounced the, that bid, at once. They're thinking about it. If we bounce the bid, is Arsenal going to come back? If Arsenal don't come back, are we going to get another club that wants us to get, that wants to get Aouar and is willing to give us the 50 million? Because they know this season is going to be hard for them, and 50 million is good cash for them. Very, very good cash for them. Anvar Apple says, where did you see the 50? Oh, Jesus. That story is all over the place, blood. All over the place, Upa. It's all over the place. Just type in our bid, just type in Ligana, you will see that bid. You will see that bid, blood. That story is, is all over the place. So guys, I still believe, I'm one of those people who now believe 100% that Mikel Arteta is taking Aouar as his priority and not Partey. I don't know why, but this is happening. Last week, Fabrizio Romano came out and gave us, an update. He said the Arsenal board is really, really in love with, with Aouar, and we might actually see Arsenal trying. We are trying already. Our first bid was rejected, which had it was a swap deal, which had Matteo Guendouzi as part of the deal. Lyon said no, we want front cash, and we have gone back the second time with front cash. 50 million. Will it be taken? We are still waiting for that. But for me, I believe we are going to sign, Aouar, because Lyon are broke. Remember, their season, was cut out. They didn't finish their season. For us, we finished the season behind closed doors, but for them, they didn't make any money. Actually, they lost money because their season was cancelled. That means that they must be desperate, and so many clubs in France have been desperate for money. Desperate, clubs like Lille, clubs like Lyon, clubs that are not financially stable in France, have been really, really, struck by the coronavirus pandemic. Lyon didn't qualify for Champions League. That's one of the the better things we have. So the player cannot reject us because Lyon is not in the Champions League. He will join us and probably think about it. So the biggest update I have that we have taken in a bid, and that bid is going to be rejected. If it is rejected, we are going to just add around 5 million, and we shall get Aouar. But I will not be surprised if Lyon accept our bid without any troubles, because they know they are not going to get 60, 70 million. The 70 million they think of in Aouar. He's a top class player. But if you're selling in the coronavirus pandemic period, you have to keep your eyes open. You may not actually get what you want. You may not get all that money in a player like Aouar, and that's why I think Arsenal are making the right moves. We have 14 days to this, not even 14, 12 days to the start of the Premier League, and we have taken in our bid for a playmaker. We lack a playmaker. We lack a player who can score goals from that midfield. We lack a player who can create more chances for Aubameyang, and Aouar is the right player. He is the right player. Trust me, guys, if we get in Aouar, I don't care which defense midfielder we might get, because today Amadou Diawara's agent has come out and confirmed. He said Arsenal have contacted Amadou Diawara's representatives, him inclusive, to see whether they can actually take him up. That is the truth. So we have contacted the agent of Amadou Diawara. Probably we could see Amadou Diawara and Aouar standing for us. Now that would be around 72 or 82 million pounds maximum. If I can get Diawara and I can get Aouar, there is no reason as to why I don't forget about Partey, because Partey is 50, Aouar is 50 or 60. That's a lot of money, and Arsenal may not be in a position to afford. But if you give me Diawara, you give me Partey, I will settle for that. I'll be settling for that, blood. I know Arsenal is really in some, kind of, financial jargon, but we have to do whatever we can to get in players in that midfield. If you look at what Aouar is really, going to add to Arsenal, it is so much, so much. Last season, barely, none of our midfielders had 10 goals. How can a top class, club like Arsenal really fail to have a player who scores 10 goals from the midfield? That's, barely none of our midfielders had 20 assists. And we are saying we want to go back to the Champions League. We are saying we want to win the Europa League. And all of you always come here and say, Coachy, we want to go back and win, we want to go back and win the EPL. For us to win the EPL, we have to get the best players, blood. Best players. Best players. And Aouar is one of the best players in the market at a very low price. 60 million pounds. 60 million pounds is very little. Very, very little money. Trust me, if Arsenal is going to spend 60 million pounds on Aouar, that is the least we are going to spend on a top class player. Remember Pepe at 72. But if you're going to spend 60 million Aouar, we should just get that deal done. We should just get that deal done. Basically, just look at such a scenario. The player doesn't want to go to Italy. He wants to come to the English Premier League. Arsenal is the only club linked with him in the English Premier League. Look at such a scenario where Lyon are in a financial, jargon. They are saying, whatever can bail us out, we are going to go for that. And I don't think Lyon are going to reject our bid. I don't think. In most cases, they are going to, tell us to increase, the bid by around 5 or 6 million, or 8, which would be around 58, 52, 53, around there. And that money can be paid as add-ons. We can give them 30 million front cash. That money can make them survive through the season. They know that. And that's the reason as to why most clubs in France are selling players cheaply, other than players, other than clubs in Germany. Because in Germany, they completed their league. They are not as desperate as clubs in France. They ended their league so long ago. They lost a lot of TV revenue and so on. They lost Champions League revenue so much. So clubs are really desperate. Lyon is desperate, and I think we are going to get Thomas. We are going to get Houssem Aouar for that reason. They are desperate. Let us take an advantage of them. Mikel Arteta, having Aouar as your priority, that's not enough. Let us prove that by, forcing the deal. We can make this deal happen within a week. Manchester United have signed the player in less than 24 hours. Yes, I know they have been linked with the player for almost, forever, but they did everything that has to finalize the deal in less than 24 hours. They brought in Donny van de Beek. We can do that. We were linked with Gabriel Magalhaes for 10 days, 20 days, and the deal is done. We are just waiting for an official announcement, which is taking forever. I don't know why. But we can do the same with Aouar because we don't have competition. Whenever competition comes in on the deal, that is the biggest bad thing you're going to face. Smash the like button, get me your comments in. I would like to hear from you as Arsenal podcast and as Arsenal Gunners. So guys, the truth is, whenever we have competition on deals, it's going to be harder for us. Now today, news comes in that Partey is wanted by Inter Milan. We have got company. But, we have got company. You remember, we wanted Partey 3 months back. We never had company. We had chances to sign him. Atletico Madrid were free. Partey was free. Now, now Inter Milan are in the deal. What are we waiting for on Aouar? Are we waiting for Barcelona? Are we waiting for Real Madrid to come in and start knocking on the door so that we can start, giving the real, the real response? We should get the real response on the table right now. Get the money, pay for Aouar. We have sent in a bid, and I think it's going to be our player. Guys, I'm very confident about this. I've never been confident as I'm confident on this deal. Trust me. For the Thomas Partey deal, I was a little bit confident, but I was shaky for one reason. Arsenal had made it clear that they do not rate the player at that amount. The valuation was the problem. if it wasn't only for the buyout clause, maybe we would have Partey. But Atletico Madrid are saying we need to use the buyout clause. Now for Aouar, Lyon is saying give us 60 million, which is negotiable, Glad. It is negotiable. 60 million, which is not which is not money that we cannot break. We can say we have 55, and we know Lyon are not in position to refuse 55 million pounds. They're not in position. They have to pay wages of players, they have to pay wages of staff, they have to pay so many bills. And that's the reason they cannot refuse that money. They can't. They have to survive next season. They are desperate, and we should just use and take advantage of them. That's the truth. Smash the like button. Get me your comments coming in very, very fast. So guys, I don't know whether you guys see the same situation as I see it. But for me, I'm looking at Lyon as a desperate club that is yearning and looking for money. How the hell they are going to get the money? They have one option, is to sell their best talent. They have already confessed, to that. Their president has already, confessed to that we have to set out, to sell our best talent to get in the money to survive next season. And who's their best talent? They have Aouar, they have Dembele, they have Memphis Depay. Memphis is not really linked to so many clubs, and he wouldn't give you a lot of money if you sold him. It's better you keep him. Dembele has only been at the club for one season. Probably he needs another season to prove. That's when he's going to be really impressive, and clubs are going to sign him up. The only asset you have to sell is Aouar, and there are only two clubs interested. A Juventus that has a Paulo Dybala. With Paulo Dybala, in place, they cannot sign Aouar. They're just wasting our time. The real contender for that deal is Arsenal. The real contender, and Lyon know this. The Lyon, they know this, and that's why they never bounced that bid. They're waiting for Arsenal to add some little money. They're waiting for Arsenal to open up and add some little money on that deal so that they can, we can actually get Aouar. And for me, I'm really impressed. I'm really, really very impressed. When I saw that story that we had taken in our bid, I thought they were going to bounce it at once. That's the truth. I thought they were going to bounce it at once, but I was really, really surprised. They never bounced the deal. Never. They kept quiet, still waiting for Arsenal to come back with an improved bid. Or, if they don't, if Arsenal keep quiet for 1 or 2 days, Lyon is going to accept that bid because they have no way out. They have no way out. They need the money. And, this is what we have to do. We don't have to first sell, players and, all, this crap, let's sell players and so on. No. We have money for the transfer. Let us use it. Let us use it. So, guys, let me take in your comments. Where did you see the 50 million bid? Like I said, you can read goal.com. You can read the Athletic. They have, that story is there. So, Athletic and go.com. You can also watch Liga now on YouTube. He has done that story. You can watch Bavas. Is it called Bavas 14? He has an Arsenal YouTuber. He has done the story. So the story is all over the place, blood. Tamer says, how's an hour Arsenal? Are you sure? Bid in. I'm very, very sure about that. The bid is in. I'm very sure about that. He has become our transfer priority. And that is what I love about Mikel Arteta. He's doing the right business, the right scouting. Probably if he's around, for 2-3, years, and he's doing the way he's doing things, we might go back to the mighty, strong Arsenal we have always been. Thanks. Welcome, bro. Yes, I like your cube. Tell them more. Thank you, Prosper. Thank you. I like your vibe. Tell them more. Thank you, Prosper. Thank you so much. Nat Teddy says hi. Hi, Teddy. How are you? So does that mean we have an Aouar for sure? No, the truth is we are leading the race. We have so many chances to sign in Aouar. That's the truth. We have so many chances to sign, to sign in Aouar. We are almost the only club. It's like we don't have competition because, Juventus have always been knocking on the door without doing any serious business. Smash up the likes if you're live. Juventus are not doing any business. They're not bidding. They're not doing anything. The truth is, Aouar is going to be a national player if we just intensify the pressure a little bit. The problem with that, with us, is we get in the pressure and then we become reluctant. The same thing that happened with Thomas Partey. The player, flew and came into England, had talks with Arsenal. Partey in England, you guys saw that story. Where is he? Because we cut the pressure. We need to pile up the pressure. We need to keep the pressure moving. We need to keep that pressure on. We need to pile on that pressure so that Lyon can feel it and know we are serious. How are we going to be serious? Let us, we have taken in a 50 million bid. We need to take in, a second and another bid as soon as possible so that Lyon cannot reject it. And I'm even very confident that, even with 50 million, Lyon may not be in position to reject our bid. Very confident about that. They might not be in position to reject our bid. That's the truth. But we need to keep the pressure. We need to keep the attitude. We need to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until when a deal is done. These things of, saying Aouar wants Arsenal and Partey wants Arsenal and then we relax. That's why we lose players. That's the truth. Imagine getting Diawara at 27 million and getting Aouar at 60 million. That's 87 million pounds for two quality midfielders. Cut everything. Focus on the Premier League now. That's the truth. We are gonna get in very quality players at very low prices. But the problem is we are still in our comfort zone. That's the problem. So how about Diawara? I've already said it, and I did a show today in the morning about Diawara. I did a show in the early transfer talk. We talked about Diawara. His agent has come out and clarified. He was talking to Tuto Makata, and he said Arsenal are one of the clubs that have come and contacted us, and the player wants to join Arsenal. He's excited about playing in North London. However, Arsenal have not taken in an official bid. That's the problem. That's the problem. Almost 4 players want to join us. They want to play for us. Clubs are willing to sell to us, but the problem, we are not taking in the bids. We are not taking the bids. We need to wake up, from our sleep. We need to wake up from our comfort zones and start making the bidding. The bidding is what's going to bring in the players, not players wanting to play for us, because almost everybody would want to play for Arsenal. Arsenal is a big club. Although we don't have Champions League, but Arsenal is a big club. We have had a couple of, trophies in the last, I think 20 days in August. We have, 1, 2, silverwares. We are becoming attractive every day. We have Pepe. We have, we have a strong squad. Aubameyang. We have good players. We need to get in more good players so that we can become more attractive by winning silverware. Winning the FA Cup and Community Shield is okay for the start, but FA Cup and Community Shield for good. Truth is, Diawara wants Arsenal. He says through his through his agent that he would be very, very delighted to play with Arsenal. But the problem is Arsenal willing to pay? 27 million pounds isn't big money, man. 27 million pounds isn't big money. Why don't we get such a deal done? Okay, Thomas Partey is expensive. Thomas Partey is not worth the money according to Arsenal evaluators. Thomas Partey is ABCD, so his deal might not happen. Wah. Okay, I understand. Why don't we get in Diawara? Because he's cheaper. He's in the same range with with the Arsenal valuation. 27 million. That those are the kind of players we buy. 27 million. Those are the kind of players. That's the price at which we buy players. Why don't we the hell get in Diawara? 27. We brought in Gabriel Magalhaes at 22. Why don't we bring in Diawara at 27? That's the price. That is the price range of Arsenal. 27, 28, 30, 25. That's the price range. So what's blocking us? What's blocking the move? I should have said that we want to go for Diawara. I should have said that, Diawara is a perfect player for Arsenal. He's a perfect player. Yes, I understand. But he's not the perfect player when he's playing for Roma. He's not the perfect player when he's playing in the Italian Serie A. Diawara will be a perfect player when he's playing right at the Emirates Stadium, right at Arsenal. The record has been hit again. 90 people have been hit on this live stream. It's the first time we have hit 90 people. Smash up the likes. Guys, I'm really furious about Arsenal, and the reason why I'm furious is we are not seeing the transfers very well these days. It's the truth. Look at Donny van der Beek, 40 million euros, not even pounds, 40 million euros, 37.5 million pounds. He has signed for Manchester United without competition. And Arsenal, he has signed for a club that has Pogba, has Bruno Fernandes, has Matic, has Scott McTominay, and Arsenal with El Neni, Arsenal with Guendouzi, Arsenal with I even don't know, with Xhaka, cannot see that we need a player of the quality of Donny van der Beek. How embarrassing is that? What could be more embarrassing than have such transfers slick under our nose? Such transfers are going under our nose, and there is no way we can just wake up and say we didn't see. What the hell is our scouting team doing? Donny van der Beek, no competition, no negotiations. He signed straight up. He signed for Manchester United. And Arsenal is looking for a box-to-box. Arsenal is looking for a creative midfielder. Arsenal is looking for, a CDM. Donny van der Beek would be the perfect man for the job. Very versatile. He can play as a CDM, play as a box-to-box, play as a false 10. Very, very versatile player. Very versatile. And the hell we missed him. We never, we never brought in, Donny van der Beek. We never tabled anything. We want Partey at 50 million. We cannot table 37 million for Donny van der Beek. It's really shaming. Really very shaming. And how about Laka moving to another club? That deal is still there. Rumors were there that Laka was going to get out of the club, and so much more going to he's linked to Juventus is linked to the club itself, Atletico Madrid. We thought he would be part of the, part of that swap deal that would bring in Partey. It's not happening. It's not happening. Our transfers are becoming slower and slower and slower and slower day in, day out. Really annoying. And the truth is, I don't want Laka to go, because he might go and we don't bring in the players that we have to bring in. I don't want us to, to sell our best players and then do not bring in the players we need. Let us stay with Laka, and if we want to go for a midfielder, let us get the money and go for him. It doesn't make sense when we are reducing the quality we have to bring in more quality. Let us add some quality to the quality we have. I think that that makes more sense. I think that makes more sense, Plan. Trust me. Diawara Osumare, Patrick. Thank you so much, Patrick, for coming in. Well, it's quite a hard tie. I have to say it's quite a hard tie, very hard tie. Diawara or Somara. Now, when you look at Somare and Diawara, their statistics are closely the same. Closely the same. I think they are in the same range with Partey when it comes to statistics. 3 tackles per game, 47, between 47 to 63 passes per game. They have very similar statistics, very similar. That's the truth. They are very similar statistics. But I would go for Somare. That's the truth. I would go for Somare. Yesterday, I was saying that I would go for Diawara and so on. But when I look at the quality of the two players, I would go for Somare. If I fail to get Partey, I would go for Boubakary Somare. However, Lyon may be asking for much more money than Roma. And that's why, you would favor, Diawara. The other reason is, we know that Diawara is a very, very good player. He's 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 a very We have, we have a very good reason, a very good relationship with Lille. We have bought almost 3 players from Lille now: Jovino, Pepe, and Gabriel Magalhaes. So it might be easier for us to use the relationship we have with Lille to get Soumare than Roma. Maybe we, you can talk about the Henrik Mkhitaryan deal and so on, but I think we have, we have we have been doing very good business with Lille for the past, for the in the recent times, and that's why we might actually get a player from them easily than we would get from Roma. But I would go for Soumare. I'd go for Soumare. His statistics are also amazing. Stan Kroenke should release some funds, around 200 million, by Ceballos, Partey, Aouar, and Aouar, so Lacazette and Bellerin. Also Guendouzi. Stan Kroenke needs to be successful again. Let's invest so we can win. The truth is that man always always promises us money when we are going into the transfers. That's the truth. Every transfer window, Stan Kroenke promises us money. That's the truth. But it never happens. We never get the money. This transfer window, he promises us, this transfer window, he promises us 100. The next transfer window, he promises us 70. The next transfer window, he promises us a lot of, money, but we never get it. And I don't think this summer we need 200 million blood. I don't think. We might need around, 100 million or 80. If we can get Aouar at 60 million, get Aouar at 60 million, and get in someone like, Diawara at 27 or Soumare at 30, that's 90 million. A midfield that is 90 million is quality. Quality. Chelsea have spent 100 million. 100 million, Kai Havertz. Jesus. Long time, Kosi, miss you a lot watching you live here. Any update about Aouar and Partey? Apart from the bids, of course the bid is in for Aouar, for Partey. Inter Milan are raiding the deal. Those are the 2 updates I have. Aouar, we have taken in the bid, 50 million. We are still waiting for response from Lyon. That's the truth. Partey, Inter Milan have joined the party. They want to sign in Partey, and I think, oh, please keep these comments respectful. Keep the comments respectful. Keep the comments respectful. I will appreciate that. So those are the 2 updates, guys. Our bid 50 million is in. Partey, Inter Milan have joined the party. They have joined the race to sign, Thomas Partey. That is how we are doing the business. Very slow. Very, very slow. If Lacazette stays, tell Stan Kroenke should release some funds. Of course, whether Lacazette goes or he stays, Stan Kroenke must give us money. He made profit. He made almost 200 million profit. He should give us some money. He should reinvest in us. It's one of his. It's one of the the enterprises that are part of the Stan Kroenke Industries. He should give us money. I don't know why. He just wakes up one day and feels we are not to be given money. I don't know why. We are part of his investments, but he never wants to invest in us. The club, he found the club as a winning club. He got the club making good profits. Now he's enjoying the profits. He's not reinvesting in us. Laga can stay and we can do good because we have the money, but the problem is we are not willing to spend. Stan Kroenke is just becoming a bug. Parasite. Yeah, I know. I've been talking about Sam. I've been talking about Sam Blood, and we are saying we have taken in our bid for House Aouar. We have taken in the bid. We might wait. We might wait to see. We might wait to see whether we are going to be allowed. We might wait for that. But we have taken in the bid, and Lyon are really desperate, and that's why I made this live show. Lyon are really desperate. They want the money, and they will give us the player because they have to run for next season. How are they going to run next season? They have to, they have to get in the money. Because see, if I was the owner of Arsenal, by now you could be one of the officials, club officials. Thanks, man. Really, thank you for appreciating, Blood. Thank you for appreciating. But of course, I think what is disturbing Arsenal is the club policy. What is stopping us is the club policy. Remember the policy we had on wages. Before it was broken, we couldn't sign in players, and we lost so many good players because we couldn't pay players exceeding a certain wage. And we lost so many players. We lost so many players, Blood. We lost so many players. And right now, our policy, our transfer policy, our dead, rotten transfer policy is hurting us. Elite Original, please be very calm and keep your comments respectful. I would be very happy to take in that. And of course, I'm always very happy, very happy. Bro, the biggest factor is gonna be our consistency and our mental strength. We will have to play week in and week out like we did our last 3 games, no matter what our signings are. Christian, this is a very interesting point, Christian. It's a very interesting point. Very interesting point. The consistency is there. We need it. We need the consistency, but what kind of consistency? We can draw. We can draw every game. It's also being consistent. We can lose every game. We can consistently lose. I think we can be more consistent in a good way if we bring in the players. Signings matter, and that's why we have the January transfer window and the summer transfer windows. Signings matter. When you bring in players, you're bringing in quality, you're bringing more quality to the club. Don't forget to smash the like button. Today has been a big day. 90 people have been reached watching. It's the first time it has ever happened on this channel. So guys, the truth is we need the signings. We need to do the signings, and we need the consistency. Christian, the consistency is needed, but you first need to get the good players. If United can sign Donny van der Beek when they have Pogba, why can't we sign 2 good players in that midfield? What happened to Arsenal having 4 top quality midfielders in one position? What happened to Arsenal having 5 top class midfielders in that team? We have Partey, we have Diawara, we have Xhaka, we get Aouar, and we get we get Felipe Coutinho. 5 of them. We just change depending on the conditions. One gets injured, the other comes in. One gets exhausted, the other comes in. That's how Arsenal should run business. That's the truth. That's how Arsenal should run business. If you want to join me live, the link is in the description. If you want to join me live and give me your comment, the link is in the description. What's the news with Gabriel? The truth is, yesterday Charles Watts was giving us an update about that, and he said Arsenal is the only party waiting. We are waiting for Arsenal to announce. I don't know why we haven't announced yet. That's the truth. I don't know why we haven't announced yet. There are rumors that players in quarantine and so on for 14 days. Maybe this week is going to happen, but the deal is done. No other club is looking for the signature of Gabriel. He agreed 5 years. 5 years at Arsenal. Nothing more. We are waiting for the official announcement as well as that of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Any updates on Albert's new contract, bro? Senyondo Dennis. That has been confirmed as well. Yesterday, it was confirmed that Aubameyang is signing or has signed a new contract. Mikel Arteta said that was very, very confident. He was very confident. And yesterday, Charles Watts, as well as David Ornstein, very, very good Arsenal reporters, said that the player is so close to signing a new deal. And he turned down 2 bids. He turned down 2 clubs. He's going to sign a new contract that is worth 250,000. 250,000 is going to be earning 39 million pounds a year. 39 million pounds a year, 250,000 a week. That's the news around, Aubameyang. And I'm really excited that he's signing. I think I did that story the next day after we won the Community Shield. Exactly. Remember that Russia man that want to buy Arsenal last time, then didn't sell. What's going on, bro? This hurts a lot. Exactly. Remember that Russian man that we wanted to buy Arsenal last time. Oh, that wanted to buy Arsenal. Oh, you're talking about Alicia Guzmanov. Alicia Guzmanov. I remember. They didn't sell. What's going on, bro? That has a lot. The truth is, there are so many people who have tried to buy Arsenal. There is, Alicia Usmanov. There is, he wanted more. He wanted more because he's part of Arsenal, but he wanted more, more shares so that he can actually run the business at Arsenal. Right now, Stan Kroenke runs the biggest decisions at Arsenal because he's the biggest shareholder, and that's why we are suffering. But Alicia Usmanov is also part of the the ownership part at Arsenal. However, if you look at Aliko Dangote, he also wanted to buy the club, but I don't know whether he's really in place to buy us. You might buy the club and then you spoil everything. The truth. Feel free to smash the like button. Feel free to smash the like button, share, and don't forget to subscribe. We are running very fast to 7,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Really, really awesome. 20 likes so far on the video. Let us get them to 50 likes. Let us get them to 50 likes. So guys, that's what is happening. Russian, Alicia Guzmanov wanted more shares so that he can run the business at Arsenal. Stan Kroenke said, no, I'm not selling. Aliko Dangote is another man who wants to buy Arsenal, but the owners right now, Kroenke and Sports, are not selling. That's the truth. Selaka gets Partey and Benrahma. Selaka get Partey and Benrahma. The truth is, Laka is not a bad player. He's a good player. And that's why, his valuation is around 45, 50 million. That's the truth. That is his valuation. 45, 50 million. However, if you're getting in Partey and Benrahma, then you're not really doing the Arsenal business. We are not looking for more forwards. Benrahma has scored, I think, 23 goals, 17, in the championship. But for me, I want top quality players, man. I want top quality. I don't want championship players that are going to come and struggle like Wilfred Zaha, at United, then goes to Crystal Palace and becomes. I don't want the Bentekes. And that's why I really think he's a decent player, Benrahma. I've been seeing him. He has been linked with Arsenal even today. The story is out. I wanted to do it, I think I'll do it later. But the truth is, he's not what we are looking for. We're looking for a player in the caliber of Aouar, a player in the caliber of Coutinho. That's the player we're looking for. I have no problems with selling Laka if we can use the money right. Charlie Barrett. That's the truth. Please, when is Aouar and Gabriel put a pen down? What's taking so long? I don't know what's taking Arsenal so long. That's the truth. I don't know what's taking Arsenal so long, but I'm quite very sure that we are going to get the deals done. We are going to get the deals done, but I don't know what's taking us so long. I don't know what's taking us forever. But the deals are done, and we might announce them this week. Today is today Monday. I think this week is when we are going to see Gabriel Magalhaes and Aouar sign for Arsenal. Trust me. Why do you think Arsenal will sign? Who do you think Arsenal will sign this transfer window? I've been talking about this all the time. I think a central defensive midfielder. We might get Diawara or Somare. I think the Partey deal is becoming harder. I think Aouar, if Lyon accept that they are really desperate for money, he will come in. I think that's all. Then Gabriel Magalhaes and Willian. I don't think we are going to do more than 4 signings. It might be. We might do 4 signings only. They might be only 4. Big up, bro. First time seeing you. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much, Nathaniel. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification buttons that we can do more Arsenal jazz. Who do you think? Who would you rather, Partey or Aouar? For me, I would go with Aouar. The truth is, when you get Aouar, you can use Xhaka in that defensive midfield, and then Aouar to create chances. We need a midfielder who can create more chances. We need a midfielder who can score more goals. I'll go with Aouar. The truth is, I would go for Aouar. He's a better player, and he is, he has a bigger resale value. He's younger, scores more goals. He would be a support striker to Aubameyang. You can use him as a false nine. He's the threat. He's a threat. If you sign him, he's a threat to many clubs in the Premier League. Just imagine Manchester United have Bruno Fernandes, Kai Havertz is at Chelsea, Liverpool have Roberto Firmino and Mane, and De Bruyne is at Manchester City, and we don't have someone like that. We don't have someone like that. So I would go for Aouar. I would go for Aouar. It's the truth. Yeah, the truth, the bid is true. The bid is true, and we are still waiting for response. The bid is true, and we are waiting for the response from the club itself, Lyon. Are they gonna say? I don't know. Oh, and someone replied to you that yes, exactly. But Usmanov give his share to that Mug Kroenke. Yeah, I understand. Of course, there were a kind of there was some financial difficulty and some negotiations that took place behind our backs, but it was a real big mistake. And Lady Arsenal, if you still remember, Lady Arsenal also sold her shares to Kroenke. It was a big problem, and I know Usmanov is regretting right now. Ozil has just got an offer from some Saudi Arabia team. Have you heard of anything? Yeah, he has got an offer from Saudi Arabia. He got an offer from Turkey. I think it was Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. He also got an offer from China, but he has refused. He's saying he wants to stay at Arsenal because at Arsenal he's earning free money he's not actually working for. He just wakes up, come run around in training, go back and sleep. He's not going to play for Arsenal. He would rather chop his money for the rest of the season, 350k a week, and then think about leaving. Anyway, because right now he's going to get 350k per week for the whole season. Next summer he's going to get a sign-on fee as a free agent, and I think that's what he's looking at. He's old. There is no good player in a good team that's going to sign him. Maybe he's gonna go to China. He has lost his Adidas deal for lifetime. So I think he's looking at maximizing his retirement revenue. And use on Dani Ceballos, keep up the good work. I'm really enjoying it. The truth is, Dani Ceballos is snubbing us for Real Betis. I don't get the reason why. But Mikel Arteta said it to after the Community Shield. He said, we are working so much to get Dani Ceballos. He said he showed Dani Ceballos that he wants to reunite with him, but Dani is choosing Real Betis. At first, the player wanted to stay with Real Madrid, but Madrid are not really planning on using him. They're not going to use him. So the best thing he's doing is going to Real Betis. I don't know whether he wants more game, make more game time, but I thought he would get more game time if he play for Arsenal. It's the truth. So I think we might lose Ceballos. We might lose the battle for Ceballos. Any life back for Ozil in our squad? No, I don't think. If you look at Mikel Arteta, he has already shown us which players are his priority, like Saka, players like Eus Matanaus, players like Aubameyang, players like David Luiz. At least those four, and Tierney. At least those 5 players are guaranteed a starting place in the Mikel Arteta's starting lineup. And when you look at the competition, among the forward 3 at Arsenal, if you're going to use a 3-4-3, I don't think Mesut Ozil is going to be part of that. If he's going to be, if he was going to be part of Mikel Arteta's team, he should have already started getting the game time. Maybe we should have already seen him playing in the Community Shield, playing in the FA Cup finals and semi-finals, but I don't think he's going to come back in the Arsenal lineup. Which is your source? Just make me Must make up in rumors for just news. That's what you think. That's what you think. But whenever I come here, I give you my source. The problem is you guys, some of you don't listen well. Go and read The Athletic. Go and read goal.com. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He will not come to us. That is your opinion, blood. That is your opinion. Just like any fan, you can have, opinion. You can say he's coming. You cannot say he's not coming. You're not a journalist. You're not, an official at Arsenal. You're not an official at Lyon. So really, where do you say he's not coming? Where do you, which authority are you quoting? What is your source? So, I don't want you guys to be very negative. Let us be, let us try to be at least positive. Big up Obina, big up lad. You say you're really making sense, bro. I don't know how true this is, but I saw a report that Atletico Madrid is prepared to soup Lacazette for Partey. They are desperate to get Laka. Any true truth in this? Yeah, the truth is the one Laka, but that deal is not really happening. Like straightforward. It's not really happening. Laka is linked more to Juventus, and in the past weeks, Atletico Madrid have seized their fire. But it would be a very good deal. However, Atletico Madrid are saying they have offered us 3 players minus Partey. They offered us Angel Correa. They offered us Saul. Who else? They offered us Saul Niguez, Angel Correa, and the 3rd player, but Partey was not part of it. Arsenal would want, the Partey swap deal to happen, but Atletico Madrid are not going for that. Probably they might want to keep the player. But the story is true. That rumor, that story is alive. You see, we need owners that want successful candidates. We need money to buy and compete at high level. Manchester City, Liverpool, and Man United, everybody is investing, and we are not. That's the truth, blood. Andrew. That's the truth. Arsenal is not investing, and we are not going to go back to a top class club if we are not investing. If we are not investing, we are not going to go back to a top class club. If Arsenal wants to go back to top class, we have to invest. Smash up the likes, everybody. Let us get them to 50. And of course, do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. It really means a lot. I had the recent bid for Aouar got rejected. Any truth to this? Yeah, the first bid was rejected, blood. We took Genduzi and I think 20 million or 30. The first bid, it was an informal bid. Informal. It wasn't formally taken, but it was Edu who proposed the deal on phone. That is according to the latest reports I got. Edu called Lyon, they talked on phone, and the bid was smashed down, rejected. So we are still waiting for the second bid, which is 50 million. Are they gonna refuse it, or are they gonna accept it? I don't know. Thanks a lot, bro. Much respect. I'm always on. I wish we could get Partey, house him Aouar, and continue on loan, bro. Thanks a lot, Papa. Always a Ghana, blood, always Ghana. And every Ghana on this show, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you can actually find the channel again. We could, you wish we could get Partey, house him Aouar, and continue. That would be extreme, but it would be a very good midfield. That would push lazy Xhaka on the bench. It's the truth. Because Partey has to start, Hassan Aouar has to start, Coutinho has to start. It would push Xhaka on the bench. However, Partey is 50 million, Hassan Aouar is 60, that's 110, and the Coutinho loan deal is around 10 million. That would be 120 million. Arsenal may not be in position or may not be really prepared to spend that much. That's the truth. So what I think, we might, it would be easier if we went for Partey and house him Aouar. That is around 100 million, 110 million. Maybe Arsenal could actually, spend that by after selling some players. No, my friend. No, my friend. News have just got out from Saudi Arabia that they want Ozil and will pay his wages. Check it up, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that up. As soon as I get it, I'm going to verify. Oh, I thought that was the old story I saw. Let me try to see that. Let me try to see that. When I search for Ozil, transfer news, I don't see that. I don't see that. Which, tell me the source. Tell me the source. Because I'm seeing the Sun last wrote 1 day ago. He reacted to our win 2 days ago. Get me the source. Get me the source. Maybe I'll try to check up. Tell me more about Gabriel Magalhaes joining Arsenal. He has signed. He's a Gunner. He's an Arsenal player. He has signed. We're just waiting for his announcement. Arsenal, just like our transfers are, our transfer deals are very slow. We are still slowing down. Do we have recall option on holding loan? No. He's going to go to Newcastle for a season-long loan. No recall option. So guys, and I think we don't need it. We have enough players in that center in the center back positions. We don't need it. Smash up the likes and subscribe down to the channel. Do you watch AFTV? I love Robbie so much. He's my inspiration, bro. Very, very big inspiration. I love him so much. Vitolo, there's nothing I would do with Vitolo. Trust me, there is nothing I would do with Vitolo. If I have Aubameyang as main striker, I would use Martinelli as the backup striker. So Lacazette, I don't need Vitolo. Because how different is he from Lacazette? I think even Lacazette has better qualities than Vitolo. No, I wouldn't go for Vitolo, Black. Love your show. Thank you, Christian. Thank you so much. Oh, guys, if you feel like you want to smash the like button, do it already. Do it. Smash the like, button. If your like button is not blue, smash it. And of course, if you want to donate, use the super chat button. Do you do this video daily? Yes, blood. This channel gives you 3 to 4 videos on a daily basis. 3 to 4 videos. So subscribe and then hit the notification button. 3 to 4 videos. And I do this on a daily basis. I do this show on a daily basis, blood. It's the truth. Hassan says, my club, I want to see Arsenal go back to the Invisibles. That's the dream of every Arsenal fan. We want to see Arsenal go back to the to the side that was unbeatable. We want to go back, we want Arsenal to go back to the side that was that could compete for every silverware, compete for Champions League, compete for EPL, compete for every silverware. But the truth is, we still need to spend. Good and interest shown. Okay, blood. Really, we are trying to improve our squad now. What's the reason for selling Lacazette, who is a fighter, putting the defenders on pressure? However, he isn't consistently goal scoring. The reason as to why we would sell Lacazette is, we would use Aubameyang as the striker, Martinelli as the backup striker, and it would help us get some money to bring in more talent. If Arsenal still insists that we do not have enough money, that's the truth. What about Aouar? Is he coming to Arsenal? We have taken in the bid. We are still waiting for Lyon to react. If they react in the right way, play is ours. If they turn out the bid, then we have to go back with another bid. Do you think we should sell Hector? If Elsman Nanaus can keep his form consistently until the end of the season, and Cedric is there to back him up, I have no use for Hector Bellerin. I can use Elsman Nanaus in that position, and then we use Cedric as the backup player for Els, or we use Cedric and then Elsman Nanaus becomes the backup player. I think having three right backs doesn't make sense. You people like Benrahma so much. Talk about Said Benrahma. That Algerian international is a wonderful player. But the truth is, I wouldn't take him at Arsenal. That's the truth. I think we need to go past the level of player excitement. Yes, I know he scored 17 goals and has 23 assists last season in the championship. But I think that is transfer excitement. We can do more. We can do better than that. But he's a good player. Chelsea want him. Arsenal have joined the race. He has good. He has good figures. That's the truth. He has good figures. Better than any player at Arsenal when it comes to scoring and assisting. No player matches him. But for me, I wouldn't go for him. I don't think it would work for us. There is what we call good scouting, well-scouted players, and transfer excitement. So I think that would be transfer excitement of Benrahma. But because Arsenal has no choice, maybe we can try him out and see how he can work for us. But I wouldn't go for Benrahma. I would still go with our priority, Aouar and Partey, or Aouar and Diawara. My machine is freezing up. My machine froze, and okay, here we go. It's coming, bro. I would be keen to do a live with you sometime. Oh, Christian, do you have a YouTube channel? Tell me if you have a YouTube channel, and if you want to be live here, the link is already in the description. Just click on that link. You'll be live here. You'll be live. But if you have a YouTube channel, it is okay. It is very okay. Everybody who has a YouTube channel, an Arsenal YouTube channel, and you wanna host me, it is okay. I'll be all time available. All the time I'm available if you guys want to host me. Is there any updates signing for so far? We have not signed anyone so far. Michael Moshi. We have not signed anyone so far. However, we are trying to get in Aouar, and we are trying to get in the man himself, Diawara and Partey. Those are the three players we are keen to get. I really want to see Aouar on the team. Me too. Very good player, very big talent, very fast, has technical ability. Nobody wouldn't want to have Aouar in their team. We need owner Stan Kroenke to release fans. Yeah, that's the truth. Andrew. It's the truth, but how fast is he going to release the fans? I don't know. Maybe he's willing to give us money 10 years to come. And we are not going to wait for all that long to start winning trophies. We're not going to wait for all that long to go back to Champions League. Bro, I would be keen to do a live with you sometime. How can I make contact with you? Like I said, you can get in the description, and then there is a link. You can come live whenever you want. However, if you have a channel and you want to invite me, go on Twitter. My Twitter handle is called the Arsenal Podcast. Go on Twitter, Christian. My Twitter handle is called the Arsenal Podcast. You'll just inbox me, and then we'll be live. We can even do it today. We can do an appointment. Blood, there are news circulating about Herrera crossing the other side and Zanillo coming in. Yeah, I've seen the story, Blood. I've seen the story. Of course, Herrera is really right now is really linked with a move to Fiorentina. Fiorentina really pushing in the move, and of course, Arsenal are not really yet responding to the swap deal. Are not really responding to that name Zaniolo. Zaniolo. No, the Arsenal is not really responding yet, but Fiorentina is really keen on getting Herrera, and I'm really confused. Would I stay with Herrera, or would I let him go? I think Mikel Arteta said he has something like 3-4 days to decide. So let us wait for Mikel Arteta. How far with our deal? We have just sent in a second bid. Second bid taken in. We are still waiting for the response from Lyon. You should probably hear about Özil by the next few days. I'm going to Look for that story, blood. Adam Hassan, I'm going to look for that story, and as soon as I get it, I'm going to be here live talking about it. The club, the club that wants Ozil is Al Nassr. Okay, let me just look for it. You know, I work over the internet, so there we go. Enter. The stories that are coming to me are 25 days, March 25th, March 26th. I don't see any recent updates on that. I don't see any recent updates on that. I'll check out. The truth is, I'll check out and see his, how Al Nassr, are talking about taking him. And of course, for me, I'll be one of the happiest Gunners if Ozil left. Why? He's getting a big salary at Arsenal. Probably, if he left Arsenal, his salary is going to be used to be given to other players who can actually come in. One of the reasons why we cannot sign in the players we want is because he's getting a big salary and he's doing a lot of nothing. Who do you think will be Arsenal? Will be Arsenal after Aouar and Gabriel? The person you think we will sign? I think it might be Aouar. I think it would be it might be House and Aouar. That's the truth. I personally would consider losing Laka in order to sign Aouar. Selector, Papa, and I think Diawara and numbers are better than parties. Really prefer Diawara. Yeah, he has good numbers, especially with passing accuracy and number of passes per game. But of course, if you look at the level of involvement and engagement in the game, Partey is far better. Partey passes more, creates more chances, has more tackles. But when it comes to passing accuracy and passes per game, Diawara is far better in that. But the engagement, the level of engagement in the game, Partey is another improved, is another player that is in the caliber of Santi Cazorla. Give me, I give you. Give me, I give you. Swap 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He can play a 1-2 with one player. He can play with a team. He can play alone. Partey. That's why I would take him in. That's why he has some extra character, some extra qualities better than Diawara. And of course, if you look at the way Diawara plays, he's a number 6. Partey is a 6'8". He's a 6'8" blood. He can go in front. He would partner better with Xhaka. When Xhaka goes, Partey stays. When Partey goes, Xhaka stays. That would be quite interesting. Are the rumors of Aleko open to a Lacazette Partey swap true? They haven't confirmed. The rumors are there, but they haven't confirmed. They haven't confirmed. The club itself, Atletico Madrid ATM, haven't confirmed whether they are going to take Lacazette in a swap deal. Probably they would give us, they want to give us money. Thanks for the updates, Olupot Simon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love your show so much. Keep it up, Papa. Thank you so much. I promise I would keep it up. Ben S23, I'm not sure if you can do swaps with a player with a release clause. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Partey has a release clause, and Atletico Madrid are very keen on using his release clause, and that might make his swap deal very hard. But of course, you can do a swap deal with a player with a release clause. You can do it because as long as the deal is in the range of 50 million euros, then we can do the swap deal. But I even don't know how that swap deal is going to look like because almost all the players are in the same price range. Lacazette 50 million euros, that's the price. Partey 50 million euros, that's the price. Maybe we should just exchange players, man. I don't want Zanillo and Arsenal and Andrew. Why, blood? Why? For me, I would take if we fail to get the players we want, I would take in anyone. I would take in anyone as long as we get them. What time do you do these videos? I always have the early Arsenal paper talk. The early Arsenal paper talk. I know some people here watch it at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Then at 2 p.m. I upload another transfer video. then at 4 p.m. I come live. So that is the time. That is typically, that's the time the channel works. That's the time the channel works. So you can follow up. Do you think our bid will be accepted? I want to believe it. The truth is, I want to believe it, but it's scary. It's scary. 50 million for such a top quality player. It is scary. It is scary. But I will take him. I will take him, and I think his bid might be accepted for one reason. Lyon want the money. Lyon want the money. Lyon want the money. That's the reason as to why I believe the bid might be accepted. But if it is rejected, Lyon will tell us to add something like 5 million or 6. I'm quite sure. We need to bring in the 2 quality midfielder, Thomas Partey and Aouar. If we can add Thiago, I don't think we can get the 3 of them. That's too extreme, blood. Omar, I think that's too extreme. I think we can get Aouar. Thiago is also there, but I think Manchester United and Liverpool look more likely to take him now. Maybe Partey and Aouar. If Leeds can smash transfer record, why not us? Just tired of transfers without signing anyone. That's the truth, Oluka. That's what I've been talking about. If you have signed someone of 72 million, next time we should go for someone of a player that's worth 75. Diawara can learn from Partey. You think both of them can, when they are playing in the same club, maybe. But I think Diawara is also his own kind of player that is good. I think Diawara is also his own kind of player that is good enough. That's the truth. Thanks a lot, Blood. Kindly, what must Arsenal do about making decisions on transfers? Because it's really so annoying. We are not buying, neither are we selling. Is it the board or what? Should we strike or what? Big up, Hudson. We don't need to strike. We don't need to strike. The truth is, the board is changing. The board is changing. Raul Sanelli is gone. If you look at all the, all the old board, it's getting, we are getting a board overall, which is something good. And last season we signed, a 72 million player. This season we are linked with another player that is, around 70, 60 million. I think it's not a we have to remember this is not a normal transfer window. It has been affected by COVID-19. That's why many teams are not really in position to spend. Players like Hector Bellerin, Socrates, because Socrates is going to Napoli, a deal is very close. And then Kolasinac is also going to Schalke. But I think what Arsenal have to do is to close their eyes and spend just like Liverpool did. We are almost getting done with that loan that was disturbing us. That the loan we used to build the Emirates Stadium. Maybe after that, we might actually get in quality players. But I think the transfer policy is changing little by little. Right now, if we can play a player 350k a week, we are improving. Blood. Maybe we don't need to strike. Let us see how this transfer and January are going to be like. Hi from India. Which country are you? What's the time in your country? Really, let me just check on my phone. Yeah, it is 6. It is 6 sharp. 6 sharp. In my country, I'm from Uganda. 6 sharp. Big up from India, Adama. Hello, man. We really need the guy. Aouar is good. Aouar is very good. Aouar is very good. Every team would take him up. Every team would take him up. Havertz, Sancho. Yeah, I know. Many clubs are preparing very well. Havertz at Chelsea. If only United can sign in Sancho, they're Donny van der Beek. They're going to be top class. And Arsenal should wake up. That must be a wake-up call for us. We should wake up, man. We should wake up. What will happen to our attack if Albert doesn't sign that thing? We shall be crumbling. We shall crumble. I don't think we shall even make it, because if you look at the goals we scored last season, he had 21 goals. I don't know what will even happen. I don't know what will even happen. But of course, we are building with very many Aubameyang replacements, including Hudson Edward, including Dembele, and so many other things. So, but I think it's, he has signed. I think he has signed. Don't fear, guys. Don't fear. Oh, you skip me. I didn't skip you, blood. I didn't skip you. Where did I skip you? I read your comment, Adama. I read your comment. That's the truth. Ask me in which country I am, and you ask me the time, and I said I'm in Uganda. It is 6 sharp by that time. Now it is 6:02. I didn't skip your comment. How is he coming or party? Let us wait and see, blood. Let us wait and see. Arsenal is interested in Sahara. Arsenal is interested in both. Let us see how the transfer business is going to run. Where is the 100 million of the board? Kiflu. I don't know. They say they are going to give us 100 million so that we can spend in this summer. We have only spent 27 million pounds on Gabriel Magalhaes, and it seems we are running broke. Maybe let us wait for this September and see whether we can get in, some good signings. What do you think of Brentford player that we have a rumor with? I don't remember his name. You're talking about Berhama. I think he's wonderful, very good player. He has very good figures. Actually, he has double figures: 17 goals and 23 assists. Oh, 17 assists and 23 goals. I interchange the two. But I think Arsenal needs better. If you get Aouar, you don't need Berhama. That's the truth. I'm enjoying your show. I want to ask you a question. Why is Arsenal always slow in terms of transfers? Thank you for enjoying my show, Hassan. If anyone wants to join in live, use that link in the description. If you want to donate, my numbers are scrolling over the screen, and of course you can use that super chat button. Why is Arsenal very slow in terms of transfers? The truth is we need to throw out people in that transfer board. Right now, Mikel Arteta and Edu are part of the transfer, the transfer board. Maybe we could see any changes, but with the Raul Sanelis and so on, you remember that time when we had Ivan Gazidis, we were trash. We were absolute trash. But I think we might get better with Edu and Mikel Arteta now, being able to have positions on the board. We might be better. But I think the reason as most of the the reason as to why we take so long to do transfers is because we want reduced prices. Look at Manchester City. You tell them 50 million, they pay. Chelsea, you tell them 30 million, they pay. For us, we want reduced prices. We negotiate a lot. That's the problem. We negotiate a lot. We spend a lot of time in talks. We need to spend front cash if we are going to get the players very fast. Hey bro, is there a swap lead for Laka for Partey? We are talking about that, and Atletico Madrid is still linked with that move. They are still, the news is still there that they want to take Laka and give us Partey. But the problem is who is going to add the other money? Is it Arsenal who's going to top up, or Atletico Madrid to top up on Partey? But the deal is there. However, it is very silent. No head bro, but Arsenal are just a Burnley, but with elite striker. I don't think we are just a Burnley with elite striker. I think we had defensive problems last season. This season we have tried to solve them up. We had midfield problems last season. This transfer window, we are trying to solve them up. If we get the players in, we're not a Burnley. We're trying to get back. But I agree. Last season we were just a Burnley with a good striker. I think Chelsea might win the Premier League next season. It's too early to judge. They are brought in many new players. They haven't settled in, so you never know which player is going to flop, which player is going to work for them. Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech. They have Timo Werner. They have brought in Thiago Silva. They are brought in Malangsa. You don't know which player is going to settle in, and you don't know whether Lampard is really going to use the quality very well. I think among the young managers, he's the one that's not really giving us top quality shows. I had your comments about Van de Beek that Arsenal did not go for him. Maybe Ateta, he thinks he's not the right man. I don't know, but I think Van de Beek would be fit for any Premier League side. That's the truth. I think Van de Beek would be fit for any Premier League side. Van de Beek would be fit for Arsenal. Van de Beek would be fit for Manchester United. Van de Beek would be fit for any club. Would be fit for Chelsea and any club. But anyway, we missed him. We missed him, and there is no point in talking about him anymore. But I was hurt. That we even didn't show in a bit. I will buy Gran Xhaka, Matteo Guendouzi, Lacazette, Torreira, and Socrates, also Bellerin, and buy Diawara, Partey, and Aouar. Partey, Aouar, and Ceballos. Those are so many offloads. Xhaka, Matteo Guendouzi, Lacazette, Torreira, and Socrates. Socrates is going to Napoli. Torreira is linked with Fiorentina, but however, it's a loan deal. Lacazette is linked with the swap deal to Atletico Madrid and Juventus. Matteo Guendouzi is linked to Valencia, and Xhaka is not linked to anywhere. And Ateta wants him to stay, so you bring in Diawara, Partey, Aouar, and Ceballos. It would be a nice midfield. If I had Partey, Diawara, and Ceballos, I would play a 4-4-2. I would play a 4-4-2. Chelsea is Galactico with the chimpanzee as a manager. Not really. I think their manager is not really that good. I don't think Lampard is really that good. I don't think he's going to become a big successful manager, however resources he has. Winding up in 9 minutes. So far, what about Özil with Arsenal? Why can't we just sell the guy? People in the comments are telling me that Al Nassr from did you say which country did you say? Dubai? Did you say Dubai? UAE. Al Nassr from UAE is linked with the man. So if let us be more patient, maybe they can take him away from the club. Lampard going to be sacked if he doesn't win the league. Even if he finishes fourth, he's going to be even if he finishes second, he's going to be sacked. He's not really doing any good work. And I think with all that quality, you have to be a title contender. He's going to have a lot of pressure. And Roman Abramovich, he's going to sack you, if you do nonsense. You're saying sell Özil. You're trying to talk about the other comment. Yeah, I rectified it. Thank you so much, Bly. When transfer window will be closed? When will transfer window be closed? Reason I ask this question because we don't know what Arsenal board is doing. The transfer window is going to be closed officially on the 5th of October. And by then, Arsenal have signed Aouar and Partey. I just think, I'm not really sure. How far Arsenal have reached on Aouar, Gabriel, Thiago? Gabriel is a done deal. Thiago, we have not yet showed in our bids, but just like Liverpool and Manchester United, we are just shouting with crap. But Mikel Arteta talked with Thiago on phone. Aouar, we have taken in our bid. We are still waiting for the response from Lyon. Probably by the end of this show, they will have given us a response. Baka a Getafe with Messi aced. I don't know why they're becoming so bad. They're becoming so bad. How can you lose 8-2 to your fellow giants? They're no longer a giant, man. They're a sleeping lion that I don't know when is going to wake up. GK is here. The way these star prospects get bigged up, you would think we would be signing a world-class player. But Aouar has the potential to become world-class. That's the truth. Aouar has the potential to become world-class. Welcome to the show, though. Welcome to the show, my man, GK. Kuhan Morgan sources say that Arsenal launched a new bid for 55 million euros to Lyon for Aouar. Is it possible? What your thoughts on that, my brother? Kuhan Morgan, I'm very sorry. I didn't read your comments on on the earlier video because it was a premiere and I wasn't. It was a pre-recorded premiere. Right now I'm live. I can read the comments in. The truth is, it's true. Million euro, 55 million euros, which is 50 million pounds. But I think Lyon might accept that deal, and if they don't accept it, we might just need to increase it up to 60 million euros, and then the player will be ours. The rumor is true. I pray the board can give him full support and money. That's Mikel Arteta. Yeah, I also pray. I also pray that. I also pray for that. I also pray for that. Did I skip a comment? Kochi mentioned me, but few. Kochi mentioned me, but few about Omari Hutchinson. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm not getting that, bro. Arteta is a fine coach. Arteta is a fine coach. That's true. Arteta is a really, really fine coach. And if the board can support him, I think we have a really nice manager. Giovanni says Benrahma. You guys are really in love with Benrahma. If you guys keep getting crazy with every transfer, we are linked with, we are going to run crazy because we are linked with so many players. That's the truth. We are linked with so many players. But of course, Benrahma is linked with us. No, like I said, last season he recorded decent figures: 17 assists, 23 goals. One player that would be very, very good for us. No, but I would prefer Aouar. That's the truth. Yes, sir. Good evening, my man. Good evening, bro. Good evening, bro. Big, much love, much love. Hey, bro. Any news on Coutinho? Not really. Not really. Updates on Coutinho are as silent as a church when there is no mass. I think Lyon rejected the bid of 50 million euros, including add-ons for Aouar. That's why Arsenal launched a new bid. I don't think it was the first bid was not 50 million euros. The first bid had Genduzi as part of a swap deal, and they rejected it. It was even informal. Edu offered that bid informally, and it was rejected. Kuhan. We have crooks in Arsenal board. So many. I hope I hope we just get rid of them. That's the truth. We need an overall, and I think Edu and Arteta being part of the transfer board now, we might see some changes. We're gonna spend 50 million in midfielder when we can't even get consistent goals from our other two forwards. I think Aubameyang is consistent. If we can get 10 goals from Willian and 15 goals from Pepe, that would be decent. We need to create more so that the forwards can score more. That's the reason as why we are spending the 50 million plus. So I think midfield creates the chances, forwards use the chances to score. We need a good midfield to support the forwards. GK. Where do you come from, my G? From UG. I come from UG, man. This channel is based in UG. No, brother, I mean second bid for 50 million euros. I don't know, but I'm talking, I've been talking about that, Morgan, and I was saying that we have set in our second bid, which is 50. Actually, it is 50 million, 55 million euros, and then 50 million pounds. We're waiting for that. It's a second bid. The first bid was rejected. That's the truth. Changes should start with Korienke. It's going to be very hard to push away Korienke from the club. He owns it. Maybe we need just to put a lot of pressure on him so that he can spend and so on. Guys, this show has been very wonderful. I'm just closing it in a few. 47 likes smashed. 46. Someone should smash the like button so that we can get it to 50, and I'm closing it in 1 minute and a few seconds. Bruno is overrated penalty matchup. No man. Bruno is a classy player. If you look at the passing accuracy, if you look at his passing rate, if you look at the rate, the rate at which he creates chances, the rate at which he creates assists, he's a free kick specialist. He can score goals, even if they're not penalties. He's a very, very talented, rightly rated player. I don't agree with you on that, man. Jaffa says Is that necessary to sell Laka? We need to keep both of them. We just need to buy more. Yeah, we need to buy more, but the problem is the money. The problem is with the money. And if we can, get the money without selling Laka, he should stay. If we can't, get the money without selling Laka, then we have to sell him to get the right midfielders. Aouar and Partey will make us, one of the best. They would if they, if both of them could join. Let us wait for the Arsenal board. One of the last comments is Andrews, and I'll take one more comment or two. So be the lucky person. Smash the like button. 3 lucky people to smash the like button up to 50. So we can start making movement on these players. Stan Kroenke should release some funds around 200 million. Xhaka, Guendouzi, Lacazette, Torreira, and Socrates and Bellerin, and buy Ceballos and Partey and Aouar. That is so much to offload at once. That is so much to offload at once. But he should give us money. I think we deserve some money. We deserve some money as Arsenal. We deserve some money. When are we gonna get Thomas Partey and Aouar, my brother? What date possibly? What month? I think we might get one of those midfielders this month, and I will not be surprised if we get a player on the deadline day. Yeah, I cannot be very sure, but I think we might get one midfielder this month and one other player on the deadline day in October. In those 4 days of October. Smash up the likes button. I want them to get to 50. Oh, they're already 50. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, guys, what a show it has been. 1 hour, 30 minutes. I know you guys want us to do it more and more. I have to go and rest, take some rest, and then come back with another, transfer banger video. I want to sign out. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Like I always say, you can join me live. You can join me live. If you want to join me live, the link is in the description. If you want to invite me on your channel, go on Twitter and use my Twitter handle is the Arsenal Podcast. The Arsenal Podcast. If you want to invite me on your channel, my Twitter handle is the Arsenal Podcast. You'll find me there. So subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Subscribe right now, please. Before you leave, subscribe. Don't go without subscribing. You're 53 watching. Subscribe right now. 3 comments. Yeah. Kuan Morgan says, does that mean Partey is coming on a deadline? I don't know, Blood. I don't know, but I would love it if we sign Partey on the deadline day. It would be a super deadline day. Super. Okay, my brother, have a nice day. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Love you, man. I love you, everybody. I love you, everybody who has been on this show. Smash up the likes and subscribe. Subscribe. This is the button. That is the subscribe button. That is the subscribe button. Let us subscribe to until 7K. Let us subscribe until 7K. Let us hit 7K subscribers right now. 53 people are on the live show. Let us hit 7K. And of course, I promise I'll be back with another banger video. For now, I'm gonna sign out, go take some rest, and come back later.